Ah,
Dim candlelight, the smell of amber incense, the cool touch of stone under one's feet, the crack of a cat of nine tails, the lingering sting across one's back, the light trickling of blood down one's spine as the lashes tickle the individual layers of skin. By my flesh, I welcome the 12's embrace. Crack! By my blood, I welcome the 12's pain. Crack! By my pain, I bear my flock's sins as if they were my own. Crack! By the grace of the hollow tree, pain becomes enlightenment. Crack! Body and soul, mind and purpose. Crack! May I be strong, so that the innocent may not know my pain. Knock, knock, knock. A knocking at the chamber door. Firm, heavy-handed, clad in steel. The flickering of candlelight twinkles along crimson streams flowing down darkened skin. Enter. Light floods into the darkened interior. The shuffling of metal on stone is nearly deafening. The knelt figure lays the frayed whip within the altar's golden basin, fresh blood still dripping from the ends. He reaches over and takes a roll of bandage in his hands, unraveling it calmly, methodically. I really wish you wouldn't do that, Lord Novak. Your concerns are noted and appreciated, Captain Roberts. Lord Novak begins to unravel the bandage, carefully guiding it across his torso, around and around and around, each layer becoming diminishingly crimson. I'm your friend, Harrow. Do you have something to report? The Lord Duke bites back, his voice harsh. An awkward moment passes, only letting the sound of unraveling bandage fill the stagnant air. The Inquisitor and their allies are here to see you. Lord Novak stands, donning a white shirt and his signature black coat. He snuffs the candles with his fingertips and gingerly takes his cane. See them in. Guys, gals, non-binary pals, hello, and welcome back to another episode of Sins of the Blood. It is Sunday night. You know what that means. We are back in the city of Blackwall with 4 of our intrepid souls. Presently, we are currently waiting on a couple folks to make their way on in from Mother's Day plans. We will be expecting them hopefully soon, but until that point, hello. I agree. I am your humble Dumbo master, as always, the one and only Pudding Pastry, the farting tart, joined by my crew of intrepid souls. We're going to go ahead and we're going to get straight on into it because we have started a little late. Bun is being scared by things. In the meantime, y'all go ahead and roll your test rolls for me, please.
What? It's a 13.
That's a 10.
That has a 10.
Oh.
Hey, look, it's halfway because
Oh.
I'm only part. I'm part mom. I'm a seahorse dad.
You do
I'm a
technically
Well, then.
take up half the mantle.
Yeah, I'm a mom dad.
Alright.
Anyway.
As we get into things tonight, I would like for someone or someones to go ahead and regale me with the events of last session, please.
Yeah, I guess I could do that. A good god. Last week was last game. It was fun, filled with lots of great character moments. Like, I don't know, learning that oh, excuse me, sorry. Learning that the hound that I think most of the group had heard about, just the name, that Simi had worked with, was one of the people we would be working with on this mission. He is technically a broker in Vera's Hollow. However, he is probably much more than that. Bro was eating a raw steak. That shit was what we call blue when we met him. Which put some theories into perspective, but it's fine. We won't talk about that. After some very good convincing from Jet the Enforcer, aka threatening him and then reminding him of his debt favor to Vera, the Hound did accept the quest to help us out, to investigate, because we're going to slide our way into the university, which is the supposed hideout of the Archangels. Yeah, that's gonna be a time. But before that, we all we're going to go sit down after that conversation when Pact took a little walk off to the side to meet mystery woman of mystery, aka who we know now, Svetlana Barkov. Apparently, at some point, the Archangels wronged her a long time ago. We don't know what they did, or in relation to why they did it to her, or what happened, but she disliked them enough to give Pact a heads up in the beginning of the campaign that he was being watched. And well, that kind of snowballed the rest of this campaign, I'm gonna be honest, so thank you, Svetlana, woman of mystery. Shenanigans ensue as we sat at the table, ate some food. We learned that they had tiramisu that night, which was fantastic. CG, calm down. And as conversation slowly spiraled, because some of us were kind of drunk and very stressed, Q was making an attempt to leave the group, no matter how real it was, after a very, very, very valid crash out about all the shit he's been through since before he met the group, when he interacted with the group, and since he's been part of the group. Because I'm gonna be honest, it's been a lot of just kind of misfortune every single time he hangs out with us. Completely valid crash out. Still hurt some people's feelings. And it took Copper dropping the lore bit that he is in fact actually a dragon for Q to join them back at the table. But I'll let CG talk about that. CG.
I am that dragon, yes. So the long and short of it, as Chad is aware, that I've explained this a couple times, but Copper used to be a dragon. Copper then was attacked in his home, released Ogdu Bahan, and wound up waking up as a kobold. This did not go well for him, and his wife is missing. He has been trying to get back on his feet since then. And it was admittedly a deep secret, but it seemed relevant, and at the prompting and suggestion of Libiahin in their earlier discussion, he thought it was fair to share that secret with everyone at this point. Except Semri, who walked away at some point during it, and Copper, in fact, has feelings about that.
I'm sorry.
But if you want to make it up for me, why don't you tell exactly what happened after you stepped away? Because Q was satisfied with Copper's answer, but did catch on that Semri had dipped. So what happened after he went back over to Semri?
Well, what happened was I would say relatively awkward starting off conversation of pretty drunk Q and an extremely sober but socially drained Semri trying to come to terms with their attraction to each other and apologize and process everything that's happened today. And well, that turned out pretty okay. They're still okay now. No fight really happened. Q learned that Semri does like him back, and Semri knew that Q liked her. That wasn't like a secret or anything. I feel like everyone knew that. But Semri is a little fucked up from learning that her mom is a succubus, so she doesn't know if anyone's actually attracted to her, or if that just has to do with her heritage. But it did end with learning that Q is in fact not just a rogue, he is actually a bard who can sing, like, really well. And then we made our way out of Vera's Hollow after that, after we of course finished our food, because we don't waste food here. And it's also gonna be a rare time where we can eat somewhere like this for free, because it's on Svetlana's tab.
Yes.
And then, right as we thought the session was gonna be over, we got another little treat at the end, where Bulk went to visit Dr. Chaplin before going home. Brought him a steak without asking if Dr. Chaplin ate meat or not. But it was fine. Dr. Chaplin eats meat. He's rather ravenous about it, actually. And Bulk did forget to bring silverware, which he promptly said he would jump into the bay for. Didn't do it, of course. Bulk is still here. Not into it, no at all. And after a quite an awkward steak dinner, TBH, they got into I would say a very heated discussion about why Dr. Chaplin doesn't believe that he can be the partner that Bulk is interested in. And that gave us all questions. Because what the fuck do you mean you can't be what he wants physically? Size difference relationships happen all the time in D&D.
Hi.
We may be overthinking it, but that's like the majority of this group. But it did end in a very, very nice kiss, led by Dr. Chaplin. Poor Bulk was completely caught off guard. It was severely enjoyable, though, according to him. And, it was very cute. And then we ended the session, I believe.
Yes. Both of you go ahead and take inspiration.
Yes.
As we get back into things, we are going to kind of roll back the clock a little bit as before we get into the next in-game day for the 25th of Wintercrest, we're going to go ahead and just kind of cut back a little bit to the night before, because I believe a couple folks wanted to have some inter-party conversations.
Yay.
I will let y'all take the lead on how those, on how you wish for those to happen for whoever wishes to have these conversations.
Well, I think that's I think that is you, Bun.
Yes. Because CG and I talked for a little bit, and it's been about, probably at this point, a week, maybe at most a week and a half since they last talked, and that week and a half has been very long.
True.
A lot has happened. Things have changed significantly for the group as a whole, but especially for Simri and Copper individual. And I think after the almost shit show that was visiting Vera's Hala, that ended on a relatively good note, but still left Simri more than socially drained, emotionally drained, and just kind of raw a little bit. She's feeling a little, I won't say exposed exactly. She's feeling insecure at the moment, which I think would be when she would have this conversation with, I almost said Q, nope, Copper. Blech. When after they've, gotten back to the Copper piece and relaxed, what would be the first thing Copper does when he gets back to the Copper piece is my question.
To be honest, he'd probably go into the back room and find a nearest mirror and just kind of stare into it for a while.
Oh.
He's gonna be. That is what he's going to be doing for like a fair bit. As Semri, you would kind of catch him just kind of looking at it wistfully. You catch on the reflection, and as you enter the room, Copper still talking through his reflection back to you. Couldn't sleep.
I haven't even tried to sleep yet, to be honest. I haven't been this tired in a while. Just kind of walk over and sit on the floor.
We've had a trying day across the board.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out where my words. Somebody makes the face like, you see where my problem is?
Then allow me to give you the first breadcrumb. I assume you wish to talk about my revelation. Or how much of that did you catch today? I noticed that you departed as I was explaining.
Bro, you left mid-monologue.
Yeah, what the fuck? Simri's ears will go so flat. She is upset that she left. That's very clear. I mean, I heard about the first half. I wanted to stay to hear the rest of it, but I didn't want to reach across you and stab Q, because that would be extremely rude. He just said something that got to me, and I didn't want to do something stupid, so I had to step away for a second.
You have better sense than me, I suppose. One of my deepest, darkest secrets was laid bare. I can't say that I was enjoying the prospect. Still,
No.
you, among everyone else, had a right to know. They did as well, but you especially.
I kind of figured it out. It's having your lineage fucked up kind of makes you really curious about the lineage of everyone else around you, how that works. So it was just kind of thought that I put together, and I never put any importance on my history until it became something else. So I just never thought that it would be important for other people to know.
I suppose the two of us share that in some way. Copper's going to walk away from the mirror at this point, and he's going to pull up kind of like a seat across from Semri so that they are looking directly at each other now.
I was just about to say, oh yay, they're at eye level now.
Yeah. So, it sounds like you are dealing with a large amount of annoying strings and threads in your life.
No, nothing more than normal. I mean, like, maybe more than normal. I can't tell anymore.
It has seemed to be a very high degree of action, as in this past couple of weeks.
I don't know what to do with this information. Like, it's cool. My mom could still be alive. Where do I start with that? Who do I ask? I don't even really remember what she looked like now that I know what she actually was.
I wish I had more encouraging words for you, but as someone who has been down this similar road, I'm not sure I can give you an answer that would satisfy you. The only thing I can suggest is to pick a direction and walk. It has been years since I was able to uncover even the slightest hint of a clue regarding my wife. And now one has appeared before me in such a macabre and concerning way.
And are you gonna follow it then?
I don't know if I was returned the way I am to do so, but I want to. I must see that she is okay. I must know that she is fine. And if she isn't, I would stake my life to see her returned to us.
And what if it takes you in the opposite direction of where I go, or the rest of us go?
He leans forward at that. So that's what this is about. Semri. My dear, I am not going to leave you. I have taken care of you this long. We've looked out for each other. These tides that we find ourselves in. They're tumultuous, dangerous, and they seek to tug us in ways that we do not want to go, but together we can navigate them. Make our way through in a way that doesn't leave us broken and damaged any more than we may already be.
I'm just afraid that if you're around me for long enough, everything will keep getting worse because of me. If we're out there, because I know we're gonna go out there, and Rook finds us. Or the people who did this to me find us. You have a whole family to take care of. And I don't want my issues to weigh down the fact that you need to find somebody. And I know that you're going to say that's probably not fair to me because I need to find too. But I don't know.
You're right. I do have a whole family to take care of. Who do you suppose is in that family?
Simri takes a moment. She's just kind of looking to the side. You just hear like the smallest of grumbles into her arms that are folded over her mouth at this point.
Say it.
Guess that would include me.
Indeed it would. And that means that family looks after family, no?
Yeah.
I may need to look through my wife, but that doesn't mean that you should stop looking for your mother. Nor does it mean that we are going to be pulled in two different directions and never see one another again. We are the family that we have chosen, after all.
We're some kind of family we are. What the fuck?
Oh, we are quite the hodgepodge. To say nothing of the grumpy uncle that we seem to have tailing with us all this time, I still do not know what is up with Master Solomon.
It's something necromantic. That's about all I can say. But he is, I was almost gonna say the weirdest of us all, but we all have our fucking bullshit.
That we do.
You're a whole dragon.
Formally, but yes.
I mean, I don't think the changing of your physical would change. Simri squints for a second. No, never mind. I'm not gonna go that deep. I don't know if that would change like how the soul worked. My head already hurts enough.
You know, back when I was more traditional dragon, I was very self-important, but very lonely. You know what I learned about being a dragon? High and mighty, up on my perch. There's no one to share it with.
No one to be an asshole with.
What is the point of having friends and family if you can't be your absolute worst and they simply look back at you and go, oh, that's just who they are? Allow you to get rid of the horrid thoughts and base instincts, and they to you and you to them, your most raw and vulnerable moments. And then the two of you laugh it off together and grow from it.
I would ask how you learned all of this, but well, you said you're 300 something, but you could be older than that at this point. There could be an extra zero. Dragons live a long life.
Well, I should keep at least some secrets. I bared a lot of them today.
I guess.
But I will say this. 370 years on this plane taught me very little in retrospect, but the 10 after were very enlightening.
Honestly, that is kind of comforting. Fuck, if a dragon can learn to heal, so can I guess. Simmer kind of throws her hands up.
Copper leans forward a little bit. My dear, those 10 years are very informative, but I, as your friend and your family, would not wish them upon you.
Your specific years or the years of trauma that most of us have gone through?
It is something I sense that we all share, and I believe that too many of us are too guarded, too alone, and used to being alone. When I met the rest of this group, well, you know me, I'm a trader in secrets.
Yeah.
And, well, I know the value of trust, and I know the value of secrets. They come in equal measure. They come in an amount pertaining to each individual, and I could tell that if we wanted to continue to be with this group, continue to seek similar courses with them, they are too secretive, their own good, too closed off.
Except for Leaf.
No, Master Lath is an open book, and I greatly appreciate that about them.
I just haven't read it yet, that's all.
You might consider.
Yeah, there's some stuff that needs to be done before I do that one.
I think we'll get there. Just so long as we're willing to maintain that course. In time. The others will open up, I hope.
Yo.
Joe with a knockout in the Discord.
I'm almost to talk. I was also laughing.
I'm coming in hot.
Someone is.
But I think Copper
Yeah.
getting back into it. I think that's all Copper really had to say. If you have, Semmering has more for him.
Not that I can think of. My brain will probably bring it back later.
Oh, there is one thing I think that is important for the both of us to establish.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, and before you're wondering, in this found family that we are, you and I, ward and guardian, I would say. So, not quite. I wouldn't exactly say that you are my daughter or anything. But you are very close.
That feels accurate, and I'm okay with this.
Very well then. That also means that Libby Ahin has seniority, and you have to yield to her.
Shit.
He chuckles a little bit.
Technically, I already had to do that, but fuck.
Now you know why I
Fine.
always said never to cross her.
Okay, but what does that make Lib?
Still my daughter. And as far as her for the rest of us, that is up to her. You especially. But as far as you and I are, I think that this situation seems to fit the both of us quite well.
I think so. I'm not gonna go around calling the Lib my sister or aunt or anything. That wouldn't make any sense.
I think that'd be more confusing for everyone across the board.
Yeah. Although I
Oh.
wouldn't be surprised if there's dragon blood in here somewhere at this point. I don't know what they put in me. I just know what was in the notes.
You said earlier that you were concerned that I was being tugged in a direction away from you, but those notes and this Elrock person seem to be on the same path as the lead of where my wife went. So although I have committed to staying with you and I agree, I think logically we still even if we hated each other logically, we are still on the same path.
You will see Simri actively relax.
Ah, there we are.
I can't even say I hate you. So get up off the floor.
Oh, you really are exhausted then.
Yeah. Gonna take a bath probably and then pass out. Hopefully. Maybe.
Get your rest. We'll need it for tomorrow.
That goes for you too. I don't want to come down here and see well, wouldn't be able to see the black circles under your eyes. Go to bed. And Simri will leave.
Alrighty.
Yubi,
Alrighty.
Heart, I have a question.
I have an answer.
If we say Elrock's name 3 times in a row, will he disappear?
We better hope not.
Yeah, you better hope not.
Okay, so he's not like Beetlejuice. We're not gonna try it.
No, he's not. He who funny guy who shows up and he's like, yeah, wacky. He's like, he's gonna look at you and then he's gonna cast some sort of fucking men butthole spell and you're gonna be like, ah!
No!
He just shows up and he says, "The harvest commences and the sky darkens." That is
Yep.
what we get.
Yeah.
He's gonna call you a slur before he eradicates you.
Not before I call him a slur. Last thing that comes out of somebody's mouth.
Fast.
Slurs.
How fast can you slur?
Well, I can't do it on stream.
Ooh,
Yeah, I think
Ooh, I have had some.
I think that
I
was
had
a
a
pretty
joke
good-
that I just came up with a joke that I cannot physically say.
Oh my god. Anyway.
Yeah, let's get back into the game.
So, now that I have said my terrible, terrible joke to Bun. So, with that, any other business that needs to be held the night before? Night of the 24th. Going once. Going twice. Okay. As previously mentioned at the end of our last session, you guys gained the benefit of your long rest, and we move on to the 25th of Wintercrest. You guys have approximately 3 full days, including this in-game day, to prepare yourselves for the wedding. The wedding on the last day of the month, the 28th. Now, you guys know you're going to be meeting with Odwin on the 27th. Odwin the Hound, the broker that has been more or less strong-armed into helping you by Vera. But my question is, as you guys got quite a bit of business to handle, what is priority 1? I can assume what priority 1 is, but I want to hear it from y'all. Essentially, these next 3 days are downtime for the sake of your preparations, but I know that there are some pretty important conversations that you guys want to have as a group. So
We gotta talk to Lord Novak.
It's what I'd recommend.
We also really need to talk to Ajana.
I'd also recommend it.
I was gonna say, Pact would definitely like kind of give a brief summary, and pretty much say, "Hey, more will be revealed when we can speak coherent sentences."
To Ajna, you mean?
Yes.
Okay. Kind of giving her the quick version to the best of your ability.
Mm-hmm.
Understood. Okay. Is it safe to assume that your group, come morning, this morning filled with light snow, would it be safe to assume that you guys would likely meet up at the Lord Duke's Manor to have that discussion first? Before anything else?
I think so.
Yeah, I believe the first thing we would do is go to the Dukes.
Okay. For the sake of brevity, you guys, before you departed ways the night before, you guys had already kind of come to that conclusion that this was going to be your first step the following morning. So you guys organized the time and a place to meet to then rendezvous at Lord Novak's Manor. You guys make your way, and you see that things are still quite busy on the grounds. Not as busy as they were before, but the Inquisition, the Iron Covenant, is still kind of at works here in and around the grounds. But you guys have no issue getting through everything to actually reach the Duke's Manor. To which, to not really much small surprise, you guys are greeted by the sort of overwhelming figure of the captain of the Black Watch, Captain Kirk Roberts, who, upon seeing your group, more or less kind of immediately knowing why you guys are there, or having some sort of inkling that you guys are there to report something, he quickly brings you to a private place to speak, a private chamber, which is not quite like the dining hall that you guys sat in the time you were here previously, but almost like this offshoot room that seems to be primarily for the sake of like business ventures here in the Lord Duke's Manor. It is if you've ever seen like any fucking like Hollywood movie either like ever that has a large company in it, and you see all the guys like in the same fucking room that is always like blank walls and fucking windows overlooking some fucking city, like inner city bullshit, and just like it's always fucking super generic. It's kind of like what you're walking into now. Long table, few chairs for you all to sit around, the general business decorum. And it isn't long. You guys are left to your own devices for a few minutes before Captain Roberts returns with the Lord Duke in tow. The question is, are you guys excluding Captain Roberts from this conversation? I would presume yes, but gotta make sure I ask.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, kind of, yeah.
I thought so. Okay. Then after bringing the Lord Duke to this meeting you guys have kind of impromptly organized, you are left to, or he bids his goodbyes to your group. He goes off to do his own thing, and Lord Novak, kind of getting a good look at you all, goes, "You all look like you have business on the brain," as he begins to kind of make his way towards the head of the table, head in quotes. You
We've
see that
had
he's donning a very nice white collared shirt and that signature black jacket that he carries.
it is a nice jacket. Not
It's a
gonna
nice
lie.
jacket.
It's a very nice jacket, yeah.
Yeah. Look at that man.
That's me saying that, not Simri. Calm down. Don't worry, guys. I'm not gonna try and steal it.
Yes.
Looking at it again, it's actually more of like a navy blue, but that's neither here nor there.
That's just kind of how black comes off.
It just kind of like always looks that way.
Yeah.
Uh,
Today it's black.
yeah. He has a closet just full of dark colors.
Well, it's just that specific style of jacket and different colors.
But so Copper is going to say, yes, we had a large amount of information that we were able to uncover in our investigations, and it seems rather prudent to share, as well as discussions about what to do next.
It is relieving to finally hear some good news for once. I'm also glad to see that you all are well, considering the last time I saw your group, you were in a... And he looks to Solomon in a bit of a state. How are you doing, son?
I'm still alive, so I can't complain.
That is the answer I was expecting. The exact words I said in my head.
So I'm fine.
I'm glad to hear it. I'm glad to see that you all seem to be doing fine. I actually have one more question, now that I've thought about it.
Yes.
Is
Yeah.
Q here?
Probably
If-
not.
If
Probably
he
not,
so
no.
chose to be, I would say.
Yeah.
He sure fucking wouldn't. Alright, Q's not here.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
I assume Q wants to be like the furthest away from specifically Captain Roberts that he could probably, help.
If he can help it, absolutely.
I
Yeah.
also don't think he would want to meet with the Duke.
I'll tell y'all above game, if y'all had pushed for him to do so, he would have done it under your group's, I guess scrutiny would be the term, but he would not have come here of his own volition.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, the conversation would be like, hey, Q, we're gonna go talk to the Duke. Do you want to come?
No.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
The first time Q would just simply say, no.
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 No follow-up, just no, and leaves.
Yeah,
He-
basically.
Lord Duke Novak, he comes to the end of the table, and with his hand that is not currently using the cane that he totes around, he pulls out the chair and he begins to sit down. So, and he kind of steeples his hands together in front of him on the table. What do you have to report?
Well,
Trust your scrutiny, CG.
very well. I have laid out what I want to impart, and I shall be doing so.
Okay. I'm ready.
We know where Fia will be in the next couple of days. We are actively seeking an operation to acquire her.
That is good. I'm pleased to hear it.
This is. However, the information that brought us to this position came with some strings, to say the least.
He squints just a small bit. What kind of strings?
Copper sighs a little bit. There is no easy way to say this. They want fear to be delivered to them, as opposed to you.
Some sort of mutual benefactor, then.
Indeed. That being said,
He's going to insight you, just by the way.
yes, absolutely.
Hold on. For reference, that was a nat 20.
Oh, yeah.
I just need to, real quick,
wow.
I need to find out what his insight is. Copper, what would a 28 get him?
28.
God.
So, Copper is, like, he acknowledges, he knows that this is a rough situation, and he can tell in his face that Copper is still conflicted about this, but simultaneously
Hold on,
resolute.
pause. I need it to be known that in our test rolls we have 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10.
Let's go!
Who do we appreciate? It's us.
Yes.
Us, yeah, it's us.
It's us.
Alright,
Someone's
let's continue.
gotta
Uh,
make something out of those bullshit rules.
Copper acknowledges, he gets from the 28, he sees that Copper is hesitant, like he's about to deliver bad news.
Mhm.
And this was the first step in it. But, like, he's not trying to hide anything, that's for sure. He is trying to be as upfront with the Lord as possible. Like, so he's trying to basically let him down easy, for lack of a better term.
Soften the blow.
You see, he, as you're kind of speaking, he kind of tilts his head back just a little bit, his chin kind of coming to the forefront.
Well, we have what this third party has offered us is something that we can't afford to pass up, I'm afraid. I can confirm at the very least that their dislike of fear is of a similar wavelength. So should we deliver them to our benefactor, then they will be taken care of.
Do you trust them? Also,
Thinking
Vaughn,
about it.
I see it. I like to think everyone mentally, no, we sure don't, no.
Yeah, absolutely.
Not really.
Copper says, in this, yes. Overall, not at all. But I can tell that you are frustrated, and I do not blame you.
This
I
individual
can-
has done irreparable damage to this city and its people. Now you're asking me to deliver them into the hands of another. Frustrated
just-
is an apt term.
I do not blame you. But I can offer two pieces that may, well, one bit of information that can soften the blow, and that is something that one of the things that we are going to be getting in exchange. it may not be justice that the city could mete out, but we can provide some healing to Blackwall if we take the steel. And he looks on over to the Lord and he says, I'm sure you are aware of the drug problem, known as dust, on the streets.
I am, yes.
What if that were no longer a problem?
How is this relevant to this sphere?
The payments that we have been offered indirectly ends the dust problem. It is not directly related to fear, but I understand that in your position you are frustrated, and I understand that. So it is more of a consolation prize, as it were.
You can see he kind of begins to mull over your words for a few moments.
Thimri will speak up just a little bit. Plus, I believe it will definitely make it harder for Reichenberg to figure out certain things about what's going on here.
Your words carry favor, but it's hard to overlook the things that you are not telling me.
Then I understand I am being vague. I did mention earlier there were two things that I could share. This one came as a bit of a shock to all of us, but it was proffered, I believe, in good faith. And that is why Via is still here, and I think something you, more than anyone else, need to know. Via means to take your life. That is her goal, if our source is to be believed.
He kind of takes your words for a moment, and you notice as there is distinctly no change in his expression. He seemingly takes them as they are, just words with meaning. She'd hardly be the first to try. In fact, perhaps that plot can be used to our advantage.
You have a plan, then? Or the formings of one?
Perhaps. But continue, and we'll return to that in a few moments.
I'm trying to think of what to say next.
What are brain bullet points?
So I hit the big stuff I wanted to share. I don't know how deep I want to go regarding what Vera is offering us.
Maybe not what she's offering us. Maybe we can just kind of get into like where the information that we got of how we know where she is. So like where we have to go.
Okay.
Not exactly who we have to talk to, but what steps we're currently taking to start to gather information. And, the
Yeah.
important information about the day, what the day is. So
Okay, I'm fine with sharing why she is there and what she is up to.
Yeah, I think that's important for him to know.
What,
Do the rest of y'all agree? Good.
so with this, are we also mentioning about her ties with the son of the head of Azrael, or are we leaving that out as well?
I think we would have to say that as well. I'm okay with saying that.
Yeah. This might also be information he already has. If he doesn't have it, that is good for us to know. That lets us know his depth of knowledge on Fia.
So, is anyone against me spilling the details we know of the plot?
We could pose to see how much of the university, like how much of the university is being used as like a staging ground for the archangels. Well, staging ground's inaccurate. I would say more of a hostage situation.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll go in and I think I know how to approach this then. As far as what we know and where she is going to be, my lord, I believe you are aware of the situation at the university, no?
He kind of begins to lean forward a bit. What specifically?
The overall situation between the guard and the archangels there. What is it described as? Long-term hostage situation.
So you have become aware of it then? Yes, I'm well aware of the Archangel and Azrael's hold over the university. It's my greatest failure, and currently in my mind.
That is where she will be. And you can see the sticky string is already starting to form.
What interest does she have in the university? She's not a student, is she?
No, she is not a student. She is there for the other members of the university, the archangels.
Then perhaps she's a member of the Archangels. Is that what you're implying?
More than that. Or perhaps adjacent, but there is to be a wedding there. And she is to be the bride. And if what we believe here said is true, the groom is the prince of the archangels.
He kind of begins to mull this over for a minute. Oh,
Yeah.
jeez. Oh, no, you tell him.
I was gonna ask if I could make an insight.
Nice
God.
dog.
Yeah, go right ahead.
Fuck, I forgot to turn off 2GM.
That's 12.
That's only a 12 anyways, so...
It's almost in this moment that he's prodding. He's not necessarily prodding for information. It's more he's prodding to see how forthcoming you guys are going to be with him in this moment.
Somebody would just pass that on in the mental link.
Understood.
Yep.
Admit this certainly puts a wrench in this operation. Kidnapping the bride of Azrael's son is bound to spark a war. It's my opinion that, or at least it is my inkling that you all seek to retrieve her before the wedding is to occur. Am I correct?
That is the hope, yeah.
Agreed.
For the most part, yes.
He thinks for a few moments. This plan feels too volatile. We risk putting Blackwall in the center of a war between the Archangels and whoever they deem their enemy, whether it be you, me, or anyone for that matter. And I do not put my own life over the lives of the city's civilian population. And then he kind of pauses and he thinks, however, if the bride were to go missing of her own accord, that would certainly make things less conspicuous.
Have you a plan, my lord?
My suggestion, let the wedding happen without intervention. If she seeks to end my life, it will likely happen after that point, in which I will make preparations for this plot of hers, and then, when she attempts it, you all will be here waiting for her. Catching her in the act, apprehending her before the Archangels catch wind of what's occurred.
Sounds like the worst kind of honeymoon.
No. I trust your judgment. I merely ask that you consider your options and be aware of the consequences before you make any rash decisions. If you truly believe stealing this woman from the altar is a better alternative, I will not stop you.
With all due respect, my lord, considering the circumstances at hand, this war has kind of already come to your doorstep. It's just whether or not it's a soft power or a hard power war. And while I do respect the fact that you are willing to use yourself as bait, you risk more. Especially considering the fact that this woman has, if our suspicions are correct, is already responsible for numerous people's deaths, albeit at via the hands of another.
This woman will not be the first to make an attempt on my life, and I guarantee you she shall not be the last, especially if she is under Archangel employ. But I digress.
Hey, Turk. May I insight him on this?
Sure.
Pact would like to see if he's being altruistic and trying to be self-sacrificing, or if there's something else in play here.
Sure. Go ahead and roll me insight.
Use that good perception. Better than mine.
17.
He is a little hard to read in this moment. However, he does carry this sort of ambient confidence behind the words he speaks. He, as far as you can tell, seems to truly believe that if this plot were to come to fruition, he would have proper preparations to handle it.
Simri would speak up again. I think the reason why we seem a bit more iffy on this plan of allowing her to get even the slightest bit close to an attempt at assassinating you is because we have no clue of her skills and abilities. I mean, other than whatever she did on that ship to release Rook. But even that is a vague understanding.
He kind of gives you all another look over. I still get the impression that there's something you all are not telling me.
In the mind link, Simri will say, I'm unsure how we would even tell him about this whole situation.
Above game, mostly for my own memory because my notes are inconsistent. We did let him know that Fia was connected with the shipwreck, right?
Yeah, I just did.
Mhm.
And I almost said Q Copper did. Good God.
Yep.
Awesome, sorry.
You can also
Okay.
honestly make the presumption that he was probably already aware, given how gung-ho he is about capturing this woman.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking above game, do we want to cue him in on Vyra?
Or Jana.
Yeah.
I'm more comfortable with like alluding to Vera's involvement, mostly because it could, like, ideally, like the best possible outcome is that it shows a united front between essentially the top and the slums.
Yeah, the overworld and the
Yeah.
underworld.
That he's not exactly working entirely with just the resources he currently has. But there
Right.
are more people looking at this situation than him and us.
Plus, it
And-
gives plausible deniability to his actions.
That too.
I think I'm willing to lead with the plausible deniability angle, if that's all right.
That
Yeah.
would be perfect by me.
If he still pushes, do we want to at least hint at Vera?
I think I'm okay with that.
Okay.
I'm okay with giving him enough, like, saying, hey, we can't name names, and then leaving enough of a breadcrumb for him to realistically find out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like hey, there are still citizens of the city that are concerned for interests and whatnot.
Maybe
And-
taking matters into their own hands sometimes.
All right, I'll go in with that. Copper will say, there are, my lords. I will not deny that, but part of it is a plausible deniability angle, especially when it comes to Reichenberg. There is... can I get an insight from him as I say that? As obviously he knows we're holding something. I admitted we were holding something. But I'm really trying not to, like... I'm not trying to hide things from him in the way of, trying to dupe him or anything. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, go ahead and roll insight.
Oh, I saw that 16.
Oh, fuck you, roll 20.
I'll burn an inspo. I got a bunch.
Okay.
Yeah.
Much better.
Yummy.
Yeah.
Copper. There is a moment of stark silence following your previous bit of dialogue, and it's in this insight check, in these moments, that you feel this moment of him seeing through you.
Hmm. I'm still gonna wait for him to respond, even though I am now mentally sweating.
Mm-hmm. What was the last thing you said? One more time.
Basically that we are holding something back, but it's for plausible deniability's sake at the moment.
For him specifically, if
Yeah.
Reichenberg comes knocking for any reason.
Mhm. He kind of takes a bit of a breath. If you deem that to be best, then I suppose I understand.
Hmm.
I know, I feel bad.
I do feel bad.
I want to tell him things, but also above game.
I know.
I want to tell him things. Simran
know-
would not.
I know both Pact and Joe don't want us to going into Ajana, and I respect that too.
Yeah.
Please, no.
I understand.
Not my baby.
Copper just looks back and says, "Sorry, my lord." He is going to kind of circle back around, I think. He's going to go.
Mhm.
We are still conducting our investigation into the university as a whole. This will take a couple of days, but we should have an idea of the danger and risks of the operation better at that time. We will come to a decision about the assassination as an alternative, and hopefully have a better idea for you by then.
And this wedding, when is this going to occur?
The end of the month, 28th, for Wintercrest.
That would explain why the university is planning on shutting down. It seemed odd that they suddenly were calling for closures for renovations. I assumed it was something at the hands of the archangels, but I didn't imagine.
Technically not.
I didn't imagine it would be to this extent.
It does make for an excellent cover.
Do any of you have anything else to report?
Above
Nothing
game, I'm
substantial.
trying to think.
Oh, what did you say, Joe?
Pac would just kind of whisper and kind of mumble, nothing substantial.
Oh, there was one small thing. It sounds like we have come to the end of the information we have to provide. But there was one small thing for bookkeeping purposes.
He'll kind of raise his eyebrows a little bit.
In the future, should you require the services of this group or have any need of it on legal documentation, you may refer to us as the Sanguine Guard.
Ooh.
We came up with the name!
We did it.
Good job. I like it. Okay.
We looped back around fully to Sanguine, by the way. That was one of the one of the first few words we used and tried to come up with a group name.
It was a process.
It was a process.
It was
took you
so much.
several months. I like
I was
it.
gonna
did
say
it.
we've had the name for like a couple or a few weeks, but it's just having to put it in at the most appropriate time.
Looking for a good excuse. I approve.
Yeah.
I approve. And as you guys came to this this finalization of a group name, I'm gonna go ahead and give everyone here a point of inspiration.
Hooray!
Yippee! I'm full. Yippee! Well, I'm full now. I should specify. Sitting on top of my inspirations like a little dragon.
An apt name. I find that it fits.
Thank you, my lord.
Thank you for your services thus far. Based on what you've told me, I find myself weighing my options, but I suppose if my options are partnership with a mysterious benefactor or death, it's hard to argue that the latter seems the more promising of the two.
If nothing else, you can take solace in that they care much about the city as we do, and as you do.
I believe it. That I truly do. Well, if there's no other business, I thank you for taking the time out of your, I'm sure, terribly busy schedules with the investigation and everything to give me a detailed report.
Of course, my lord.
Above game, does anyone else have anything for Lord Duke Novak?
I don't think so.
Copper grabs him by the collar, just shakes his head. I'm sorry, we can't tell you more!
I feel really bad, man.
Well, if there's nothing else, thank you all for your time. I have other matters to attend to. I'm sure you all can find your own way out, but if you need anything, feel free to consult with the staff before you make your way out. Above game, if you guys need any like water or snackies or anything.
Yummy snacky.
I need a Gushers. Yeah.
Alrighty, my friends.
We leave.
That's that.
Slightly nervous, but we did it.
Yes. With the debut of your group's name, as well as filling in Lord Novak to the best of your, maybe not to the best of your ability, but the best that you are willing to provide. You guys make your way out back into the cold city streets to where I ask you all, what's next, my friends?
That's a good question. We didn't exactly talk about what we were going to do after we talked to Lord Novak.
There's
Oh,
another
yeah.
individual who we really need to
Yeah.
talk to.
We
Yeah.
kind of did. Yeah.
Is the
Where's baby
conversation
girl?
is the conversation with Ajna the next thing on the docket?
Yeah.
I think it's probably best that we get into that next.
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay. You guys having little trouble making your way back out into the city streets. Only a little bit of time spent, maybe about half an hour, 45 minutes in this conversation. You guys, well, you're going to seek out Ajna. Where is Ajna in this moment? Is she with your group?
I assume she'd be in the map tube up until we get to the copper piece.
Okay. Rendezvous at the Copper Piece. Understood. Now, I have an important question for y'all. No, I don't think it would. I don't think it would be more of a. It wouldn't be really a question. It would be more of a declaration, as that when you guys arrive, someone familiar to your group, being that you just had interactions with them the day prior, a tiefling by the name of Q is there waiting for you all. As he was likely already aware as to the conversation you guys were about to have with Lord Novak. Him meeting you guys there goes, "So, how'd it go?"
Well, he didn't remove us from the anything or shout at us. He did seem to have some interesting ideas, though.
Did you tell him about Vera?
Not by name, only a mysterious benefactor for now.
Good, I like it. Keep it vague. You said he had ideas.
He is of the opinion that we simply let the wedding go by. Instead, wait for another opportunity. Her attempt on his life.
He was willing to bite that bullet.
To be honest, Lord Novak seemed to treat it almost as old hat. Nothing that he hasn't experienced before.
Yeah, old man's been holding that seat for a long time. I'm sure it takes more than that to rattle his old bones. But
It sounded like it was another chore on the docket, rather than a serious event.
ooh, my words just flew out the other side of my head.
Oh. Goodbye, words. We'll miss you.
Comes
That happens
with-
to be way too much.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Comes with the territory, I suppose. And you see he throws down his cigarette, stomps on it, puts it out. Stomps on it.
Fucking beat it up.
Break his neck. Beat him up.
Oh, what else do we got on the docket today? Providing that you guys don't need me.
I
I
don't know if you want to.
I'm sorry, Bun. Go ahead.
It's okay. Unsure if you want to be around for it, given how, again, correct you were on your investigations when you first ran into this group. But we do have a conversation to have with Ajna.
I suppose it's about time that I got to meet the little squirt.
The question, do you know any Fey languages?
Let me check. Oh, fuck. Well, I was gonna check his sheet, but I'm pretty sure I just deleted it on accident. So that's cool.
Uh-oh.
No.
Rip.
Okay, guys, you don't understand how funny that is. He didn't have Q's sheet in Roll20 until
I
last
didn't.
week.
I didn't. I put it in after a game last week. Well, hold on. Let me pull it up on my phone.
Fucking Q just gets deleted in front of us.
Ash babied.
He got caned.
He-
Oh wait, gone.
It was all the cigarettes he was smoking.
Hey, don't knock it.
I
Also, don't
want-
try it.
I warned him against smoking indoors. Now he must suffer the punishment.
No, copper only learns disintegrate for that specific thing.
Yeah.
Anyway, who is that guy again?
Are we talking to someone?
Who are we talking to? What's this ash pile on the ground?
Give me just a second here because I believe there's a rollback feature.
There should be.
I have to go to the
Cunt.
game details page. Give me just a moment. Y'all just kind of chat amongst yourselves.
Yeah. I'm so excited.
Me too. There's a lot of moving parts, and I'm super interested that now we have a different angle of attack here.
Right. Like, ooh, Lord Novak, ooh.
Man plays a dangerous game, but he's also got like a backbone of steel. So
Yeah. I appreciate you, but
Whoa.
if I couldn't get in trouble for bonking him upside the head, I would.
Like I said it in chat, and it's still true right now. We've had if I had a nickel for every self-sacrificing leader that we've ever dealt with, I'd have 2 nickels. It's not a lot, but it's very kind of silly that it's happening twice now.
Twice, yeah. It's also like, do you have anyone lined up if you do actually die? Like, if that plan fails, gonna take over?
No,
Nah, they'll figure
Yeah, I
it out.
thought, yeah.
that's public knowledge.
Yeah.
It's why some people think he's a celibate because he has not conceived an heir.
Like, Lord Novak, you don't have anyone to take up the mantle, dude. He's like, oh.
or Lord Novak gets shot 1 month later. As your new mayor,
Who?
I feel like those eunuchs and those sea dramas and stuff. Like, my lord, please, you need an heir.
Yeah.
It's national security, bro. Where's the?
Alright.
Where's the heir?
I'm gonna put us on the BRB screen for a second. Game might
Oh.
get funky because I'm doing rollback, so just everyone be aware.
understood.
It may end up
time
like
to
deleting
get
some rolls and
funky.
things.
Everybody clap your hands. Clap your hands.
Oh my gosh.
Go
The
to the
sleeper
basic
agent
set.
activated in every single one of us.
Yeah.
It says
To the
this
left.
process takes a few minutes, so I think we'll actually, while this is happening, let's just go ahead and take our bio break. Methinks.
Fair
Get
enough.
back now, y'all.
That's fine.
Okay.
Two
One
hops, two
hop
hops.
All right, folks. We'll be back in just a minute. Hello. Short bio break. In short, I was able to get back what I needed. So, let me real quick. Let me throw music back on. So, to kind of jump back into where we were, your question, Simri, was if Q speaks any sort of
Any Fae or
Any Fae
Elvish
languages.
languages. Yeah.
To which he'll look at you and he'll go, I actually studied abroad in Navilis for a time when I was in school.
This isn't a squint of I think you're lying. This is a squint of this doesn't feel like something you do.
Studying?
Reading book?
He looking at you goes, hey, I may be a college dropout, but I was a Bard college dropout, but I was fucking good at what I did, alright? Just because I hated it doesn't mean I was bad at it.
Yeah, that's true.
Lace
guess.
will mumble. under his breath in Sylvan. Well, at least someone can understand me.
You hear him. You hear him. After a moment, he goes, and he kind of like does that like the rotating of the wrist, kind of like what the fuck. And in very rough Sylvan, you get the impression he hasn't spoken in a while. He goes, "Yeah, I can hear you, or I can understand you. You know these other idiots speak it?"
No.
Oh, fun. We get to donde está la biblioteca. Fine, we get to gossip about them behind their backs then.
I might not understand the language, but I do understand tone. Siri says as she starts to walk inside.
Leif just has a big cat grin.
She understands tone, but she can't tell shit. He says, giving you a wink, Leif.
I have the perfect like meme face, and I can't think of like it's the cat being surprised, but not Pikachu. Like
From Puss in Boots.
yes,
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
that I couldn't think of what it was from Puss in Boots.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one.
Exactly.
After going inside Summer, we go, my next question. How good are you with children?
I was one once.
Died.
I mean, don't forget, Ajna now just has an entire Barbie dream house to live in.
I mean, this
Right.
is true.
Look, children were something that was a very relevant topic in my previous line of work, so cut me a little slack. But no, I'm not gonna
Yes.
like beat up the kid or whatever if they get me a little upset. I may teach them a slur or two though, and in some languages they may or may not know.
I'm weirdly okay with that.
Don't take my job.
Well, that's...
Book of slurs.
Shall we begin the conversation?
You guys hear from within the map tip.
Oh
For those of you who can speak Sylvan. Actually, hold on. Let me see if she knows that in common. Yeah, she would actually in common, kind of broken common. Can I come out now?
We're inside, right?
Yeah, you guys have gone.
Yeah.
Okay.
at this point.
Okay, yeah. Pact will open it up.
I'm broken.
Fucking pulling off the almost like cork stopper at the end of the tube. She pokes her head out, kind of like almost like Kilroy was here.
Yeah.
She'll flutter on out. Hi. And Q kind of does like that, like backwards head nod. What's up, little one? So you're the one that's got, and he's saying this in Sylvan. So you're the one who's got the big man all up in arms. Oh, you can understand me. Yeah, I can. He kind of looks around to the rest of you.
Pact is definitely giving him like a very stern, like not a glare, but he's just like looking just to kind of gauge his reaction.
Roll me insight.
Pact watching over his daughter. You will be hurt if you do something slightly wrong.
23.
Nice.
He is kind of at under the kind of with the same impression that he gave last night. He's more mad at the circumstances in general rather than he is at one specific person. He doesn't blame Ajna for any of the shit that happened to him, but he is still kind of like under the breath grumbling like fucking fairies and fucking mob bosses and shit. Fucking
Bitter, but not angry.
should
Yeah.
have gotten my bachelor's.
Should have stayed in college.
Just stayed in college.
So Copper just kind of looks to, I guess, to Lath, over to Lath. We do need to have that conversation with her, bring her up to speed.
Has a lot of stuff happened? You guys are
You
going
could
on
say
all
that.
sorts of adventures without me.
For good reason, Ajna.
By the way, Copper does not speak Sylvan, so do not expect him to take the lead.
Oh, I just assumed that either Q or Lath would be translating.
Yes, Lath would be at this point. Lath would be relating things pretty much with what Ajna can't.
All right, I guess.
Communicate
Can't
with.
understand. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because what we need to tell her mostly is what will happen after we get Fia, right? Well, what could happen?
The deal we struck with Vera and everything about that, and what she wants to do.
Yeah.
All right. Well, if we're doing the translate, then I can take the lead, I suppose. If
Yeah.
no one else wants to.
Y'all could kind of do this as like a regular group conversation and just presume that Lath is translating anything you say,
Okay.
unless you specifically
Yeah.
do not want it translated.
Apologies, my dear, but we were visiting the matriarch Vera, which I believe you mentioned you did not want to deal with if given the opportunity.
Matriarch?
That's
Like
the
a
title
queen?
that she chose.
More or less. Think of her as the leader of the underground here.
Is she
Boss
pretty?
lady.
I guess.
Imagine
so.
everyone-
I don't know.
Simri, sage nod.
Shrug and nod. Yeah. Yeah.
Do you remember the other person that was with Malachi when you came into the Primaterial?
The one who saved me from the owlbear? The really
Yes.
nice tiefling lady?
That's the one.
Yeah, I remember. I remember she was really nice and we would have all sorts of conversations and then, well, I haven't seen her in a really long time. And a couple of y'all hear Q under his breath go, yeah, that's apt.
Well, we got in touch with her, and we're going to help her out with something, and if we are successful, we can see about making things a lot easier for you, either by getting the Malachi off your back, or potentially sending you home.
You see there's a bit of almost like a sparkle that kind of comes to her eye as you say that. I might get to go home?
If we could do,
As promised.
But will I still get to see all of you?
If you want. If you can, honestly.
I would hope so. And We still got that connection going, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Which I imagine in this moment is just full of.
Yeah.
Except for Solomon.
So Copper is actually going to send Pact a message. That may not be possible. Is that path you want to go down? I don't feel good about lying to her about this.
It's not lying if it. Sorry, let me rephrase. Hope isn't much of a lie, is it? It's just a promise, isn't it?
Hmm. I just finishing the thing. I'm not sure about this, Master Pact. Feels like you're taking some of her agency away from her.
At the end, it's still her decision. I'm not really doing much outside of presenting options. I don't want to rid her of. I don't want to rid that hope from her heart. She's been through enough as is.
So does that mean that Mr. Malachi will stop trying to go after you guys as well?
You hear a couple of you hear Q under his breath in common. Fucking hopefully.
Oh, that didn't come. That didn't come through.
I didn't come
sorry.
through at all.
He under his breath. Fucking hopefully.
It's possible. The man is relentless as seen, but he could be forced to look elsewhere.
Okay, then, how can I help?
So, Copper will look at her. Currently, we are dealing with what we need to do is we are tracking down a very dangerous lady. We are returning them to the care of Vera, and in exchange, that is the terms to get you to go home. There are two ideas that we are bandying about right now about how to grab her. But the first one involves attending a wedding.
Ooh, I love weddings. Do I get to dress up?
I think that was Bun I just heard.
That was definitely fun.
Don't mind me, I'm just dying.
Pixie Flower Girl, let's go.
Oh, yeah. Not manic, just your normal pixie flower girl.
She does know Druidcraft. She could cast that will.
She could, yeah.
You could. That being said, the Malachi and the group that he runs with, yes? They are going to likely be in attendance, but it's not. If you stay out of sight, you could still be helpful to us. You want to go on an adventure? We could give you an adventure.
Okay.
But only if you do your best to stay safe.
I promise.
Excellent. I'll hold you to that. Though, do be warned. I don't mind going with the wedding idea, but there was a alternative that may have been posed about saving the lord of this town. if we don't go with the wedding plan. So, in that case, you're not going to be able to dress up, but you can still help as needed. Just a fair warning.
Question.
Mm-hmm.
What about him? Doesn't he work for Mr. Malachi?
And she points at Q, and Q does the, like, Obama, like, throwing his hands up gif. And he'll respond in Sylvan, I used to work for Mr. Malachi, kid. We're not very good friends anymore.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's... Believe me, kid, it's for the best.
Well, did you do something wrong?
Oh, kid, I've done a lot of stuff wrong, but trust me, this isn't one of them. She seems to kind of think for a couple moments. And Q is kind of like looking to a couple of y'all like, fucking help me.
Simri will kind of join in and will be like, truthfully, Q here is his name. He was technically
Like the
one
letter
who
in my
helped
book.
us. Yes, like the letter in your book.
He leans over to you. What book is she talking about?
Just, she has a lot of books that she's reading. She's learning common. He was the one who kind of tipped us off to the idea that you even gone. We originally didn't even know that you were with Pact. He did, however, and he unintentionally harmed by us not knowing. And that is how, one of the many reasons why him and Malachi are no longer working together.
She looks to Q kind of sad.
You got hurt because of me?
Not cause of you, kid. No, that's not.
I'm sorry.
And you see Q, it finally like hits him like, fuck, I'd die for this kid. That's like the expression that comes across his face. Like she's napping him.
Q will look towards Pact, and he will just see a very sagely nod.
It's okay, it happened to all of us.
And he'll like
Yep.
lean forward. No, look, sometimes people do bad things, and Mr. Malachi is not a very good person. And what I was trying to do was not very good either. And so and he kind of thinks, do you know what karma is? And she pauses.
I think I read about that in one of my books. We have a similar concept back at home.
Well, karma is, bad things happen to bad people, and let's just say I'm learning to be a better person.
Okay, I think you can do it, Mr. Q.
And you see he does the Robert Downey Jr. fucking like hand on his face.
the biggest shit-eating grin on Simri's face when he looks over at her.
Rubbing his face. You're a good kid.
Thank you, Mr. Q.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I want you guys to know, above game, I'm resisting the urge to ask Ajna, hey, do you know what a quail is?
You could.
Honestly, so is Pact right now because he's feeling cheeky, but he's gonna let the moment kind of sit.
I know. So for now, Ajna, you're yes, Oats?
Is Oates trying to get involved in the conversation?
Did you guys hear it?
No.
Nah.
Nope.
He's just yelling. I think he carried his Mr. Fuzzy downstairs. He's yowling on the bottom of the stairs.
Aww.
He's killed something and he's letting us know.
Guys, I did it!
It was so loud I thought he was directly behind me trying to get my attention. He's on the
Guys, I
fucking
can
stairs.
provide.
Guys, look!
Thank you, Oats. Yeah, thank you.
Oh, he's come. Ajna will go. Or not Ajna, Simran will go. For now, Ajna, you're the one thing we want you to do the most. Just try to enjoy yourself right now.
Okay, I can do that.
So if there's anything you want or need, let us know.
Anything?
Within reason. He's just trying to nip that in the butt.
Well, let's see. Is there anything you want right now?
I'm kind of hungry.
You know, we didn't eat before we left.
Copper just looks at everyone. Cooks, assemble!
We can do breakfast, yes.
And thus breakfast was made.
Ajna said she need food, we bring food.
You guys.
At a later date, there was about 20 minutes where there was an argument about whether pancakes or waffles was better, and somehow French toast comes out.
It's clearly waffles.
Oh, there he goes again. I'm gonna go see what Oates is doing. You guys continue.
Out of respect for the game, I will bite my tongue on this argument.
I'm also biting my tongue on this argument.
I don't have a choice because I like them all.
I'm with Joe on this one.
That's fair.
So you guys
But-
spend a little bit of time getting together, making a bit of a family breakfast for yourselves. What other conversations are had while you guys are within the confines of the Copper Piece, either with Ajna, with Q, or just amongst yourselves?
Truth be told, I do have a lot of things I want to talk to people about, but I had that scene with Semri earlier, and I don't want to hog, you know? I know we've also got a lot of stuff to do.
There's a lot of stuff to do, but I mean, we're gonna make time for everything. So if
Alright.
it's relevant now, I mean, now's as good of a time as any to have it.
Let me double check and see if it's relevant now or later.
He's trying to play with me every single time I turned my back. As I was making my way to my desk, he tried to jump at the back of my legs.
Oh, there was one other thing that we forgot to bring up with Ajna.
Yes?
Just kind of like we're cooking, and Ajna kind of pokes her head in to admittedly try and get in the batter, and we just kind of batter away a little bit. But as she kind of dips away, Copper, hey, have you heard of, do you know someone by the name of, Svetlana?
No. Should I?
I don't know. They seem to know you, and I was wondering if there was a connection there.
No, I don't think so. This place has a lot of a lot of people, so
It takes some getting used to, my dear. I don't blame you. I was just curious. Now, out to the kitchen, or else you'll spoil your meal. Away with you. And I imagine she goes back to being to reading with I imagine reading with Semri.
Yeah.
Yes.
fuck.
Is the next one she reads in the book.
Yes!
All you hear from the kitchen, "Q, you bastard!"
I didn't do a damn thing. That's her. And he points at Simri.
Hold on. I don't know what he's talking about. I would never teach Ajna that, as I definitely roll a deception check.
Ajna goes,
Bastard?
19. Oh my god.
What does that
It
mean?
resets.
oh, it
So it's
resets
a
because of the
19.
rollback.
It resets.
12.
Yeah, because the rollback.
Yeah, I mean, you beat Pact, so yeah, it was probably absolutely Q. Why would Simri teach Ajna those words?
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm making her-
Why was she?
I'm making her a whole book of
Wait, I
good
heard
words,
fuck. What was
dude.
the other one that she got taught?
After
No, just fuck
Pact,
her now.
Pack said bastard.
after Pact called
Oh.
Q a bastard, she went,
Bastard? What does that one mean?
Yeah, Pact. What does that one mean?
Just goes back to making like the cheesiest scrambled eggs you've ever seen in your life.
Q
Aggressively
you-
scrambles eggs.
whoever's within close vicinity will hear Q go, time to fucking double down. And he leans forward and goes, a bastard is someone that you call a very nice individual. Make sure the next time you see Mr. Malachi that you call him that really, really loud.
But Mr. Malachi isn't a nice man, or at least he's not anymore, I don't think.
Potato kid. You'll get the hang of it.
Imagining a scene where somehow Ajna gets caught with at the wedding because Malachi just found her somehow, and the entire wedding just hears bastard. Here's
I swear to God, if that's like the Jenga of this, I don't know what to do.
Be really fucking funny. Sorry, Bun. It keeps cutting you out sometimes.
No, it was only happening when I got too my voice gets too high. My mic does not like to pick up high pitched voice. My Semri voice it's generally okay with, but man. But yes, no. Semri teaches her a curse word a week.
Now, kid, I want you to listen to me very, very carefully. The next time you see Mr. Malachi, I want you to very, very loudly as you can, yell "Stranger danger!" You got that? Just as loud as you can in front of as many people as possible.
Okay. I mean, strangers can be pretty dangerous, so...
Oh yeah, they can. So you be careful now. Q is actively helping Ajna get out of a bad scenario.
Good on her.
Thing I
Or
need
on
to
him.
do real quick.
Bastard!
Cool, still 4 hours. We didn't. She knows fuck bastard stranger danger. That's the sentence of the week.
Fuck shit, motherfucker. That's gonna be Ajna in a few sessions.
This time it is
Bullshit.
fucking bullshit. This time it is
I miss you, Shiki baby.
Copper Q Pact. But Q just hears. And I thought you weren't good with kids.
Hey,
Before going back to reading.
I never said I wasn't. Which
So
is
we have our
technically
pancake
true.
waffle
he didn't
French
say
toast.
he wasn't.
He didn't say it, yeah. So we finally get our pancake waffle French French toast eggs.
Y'all end up making a
Yeah.
collection of some sort of Wendy's breakfast sandwiches.
You're so right. Excuse me.
It's a bunch of different breakfast foods all stacked together.
Balk is living the best, having the best time right now. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
What
What do we need to
conversations
do
are
after
had
that?
around the breakfast table, if any?
Well, I suppose if this is the opportunity. Copper is going to look on over to Solomon, actually. Master Solomon,
Is he with us right now?
oh, that's right. Baby
He
was
might
fussing
still
up.
be feeding baby.
Yeah.
Understood. That's okay. I can still work with. I can still talk to Lath instead. Oh, Master Lath.
Lath, swallowing mouthful of pancake. Yeah?
I have a question for you. How are you settling in to Blackwall at this juncture?
Trying to think of how to answer that.
Well, I'll tell you this. On more than half of the days you've been here, somebody or something has made an attempt on your life, which is pretty par for the course. In the days that someone hasn't made an attempt on your life, you've been learning some pretty terrible secrets or making some eldritch discovery. So, realistically, not great. Hey, the food's good.
I can give you an honest answer, or I can give you my job answer.
My public relations answer.
Yeah. Sammy just goes, "You're not working right now."
Q speaks up. I'm pretty sure the Inquisitor is always on the clock.
Above game, depends on what kind of clock.
What's his name?
Block.
Clock. The L is silent.
Answer the question, Lee.
Zing.
Sorry, wheezing.
I'm dying.
I don't even remember the question now. Damn.
How are you?
Oh, how am I
how are
settling in?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's been rough. I'm used to people threatening me, but coming this close to danger this frequently is relatively new.
Blackwall is, as you can tell, not a very safe place, and I wished to check up on you as the titular fish out of water, after all. Both you and Ajna share that trait, Wang.
Ajna with a face full of her tiny little stack of pancakes. Crumbs all over her face.
It is, and he's now looking to as Ajna kind of perks up. This place is very rough to learn to live with, and I just didn't want to I just want to make sure that the both of you were doing all right. That is all.
I sometimes do miss home. However, being able to be somewhere new is... I mean, I kept asking for it, so...
Bit off more than you can chew, eh?
That does beg the question. Where you came from, what was that like?
Agranosh?
Yeah.
Q kind of speaks up as well, kind of chiming in on the conversation. I'd imagine it's been real frickin' busy the past few years with the Covenant moving in.
I mean, yeah, and Lady Diana's been busy trying to reestablish some sense of peace. Agranosh is a lot louder than it used to be.
Above game, it's also a lot drier than it used to be, now being in the fucking sky.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lath really misses the water.
I mean, it's still like above the water, and there was even like, there's now even like a sort of system to make the water pretty easy access. There's even now a kind of like a, not quite like a shanty town, but like a secondary like set of a secondary borough underneath the main island for the people who want to live still on or even in the water.
Mm.
Kind of like a Pacific log town for everyone who used to play Pokemon Emerald.
Okay.
You're like, I see now, I understand. I guess what I'm specifically asking was, what was it like to live in water? Because that is something I will literally never get to experience.
Love game. My immediately response was just to say, it's wet.
No, Leaf, that's your name.
Well, where Agranosh used to be, it was quite dark. Other than, you know, the lights that we built. We only used to hear stories. Everything changed so quick.
It does sound rather tumultuous, especially being thrust into such a stark different environment.
I do find it interesting that most of the bullshit that happened to, I would assume all of us, happened around the same time. Whether that was hours or minutes apart is just...
8 years ago.
Mhm.
Well, shit sure changed when. What were their names? Exilia, something or other. When they.
Exilia, Regalia.
I don't
Yeah.
speak that language.
Yeah, fucking Moonspeak. When they
Hey.
went to war.
Ace, who's actually closely worked.
Hey!
When they went to war with the Hellfire Assembly. Should change for everyone. Can't say it's necessarily a bad thing, but shit. Everyone's lives are a little different now.
I've seen a few of them in passing. Never really, crossed paths fully, but...
Yeah, I've never talked to them either, but I was at the banquet that happened after everything started to calm down. Free food is free food.
Amen, sister.
That's why he's here half the time.
Now, the Lady Diana you mentioned, wasn't she one of that group?
Yeah?
And you became an Inquisitor because of them, no?
Oh god. Above, she is the start of the...
She
Yeah.
was one of 3 major figures who headlined the overall formation of the... So, above game, Esmeralda Silverstone and Balin Fallweather were the 2 who laid the groundwork for it. They paired up with Diana to become the initial trio to really build it from the ground up, and they felt it was most appropriate to, given things that may or may not be known to you specifically, they thought it would be most appropriate for her to kind of be the figurehead of the organization. Above game, Azura Dorn, etc., yada yada.
Things from last game, yes.
Things from Campaign 1,
Yes.
which you can go and view on twitch.tv/farting tart, actually.
Nice plug.
Thanks. Doggy tuber. Gabagoop.
And youtube.com/ Dummies and Disasters, I think, right?
Chill. But
Chill.
Yes.
Yes.
back to the fishman. Krill.
Answer- No!
Fuck you, CG.
The question was, is Diana why you became an Inquisitor? Good God.
Can I tell a really dumb joke real fast?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you call a fish serial killer?
What?
Krill.
Yeah.
Nyeh.
Anyways, let's find a new DM. No.
Hey, you know what? Eat my whole ass. I'm gonna be so fucking honest. With some of the
I
jokes
was
some
gonna
of y'all
say-
motherfuckers make, eat my
I was
ass.
gonna say I say more egregious on a weekly basis for 1. For 2, you live with said DM, so you're gonna be the one who suffers that consequence there, bud.
True.
Can I not make a joke? What the fuck?
I don't know, Bun. That one kind of floundered.
Anyways.
Let the fish speak for himself.
They
I mean, one of the reasons. She really helped bring, I guess, a sense of order. Not even in a bad way, but things were really messed up.
Do you miss it? Being back home? if not being with more of your people. It's okay, you can be honest, I won't be offended.
It's only sometimes. Again, with how busy the Covenant kept me, I rarely got to be home.
No. I feel like our fair city has done you a bit of a poor shake, Master Lathe. I was thinking about running some errands later. Would you be willing to accompany me?
Sure.
There were a couple shops that caught my eye. I thought it'd be fun to explore the city a little bit. No?
I would
Damn
like
it.
that.
Sure.
Thank you, Bun.
Q kind of at this moment, he kind of like comes to a realization. I didn't think about it until just now, but I think I might be one of the only true locals at this table. Because you're from Agranosh. You're from parts unknown, pointing to you, Semri.
Yeah, he wasn't there for that conversation.
Yeah, but he knows you're not from... He knows you're
Yeah,
not from Blackwall.
Yeah.
You're... I mean, at least you are from the same continent, I guess. And he pointing to you, Copper. You're from the Dynasty, pointing to Pact.
Empire, but close enough.
Ah, potato patata. Above game, the Empire is
Mm.
sometimes also referred to as the Emerald Dynasty. So the kind of
Right,
interchangeable terms.
Interchangeable, but Pac just wants to just be a little nuggy today.
Oh, oh, I hear
Act
you.
is feeling like being a little shit today, that's all.
Now, you, big man, I think you're from the tribes, right? So at least you're closer. Pointing to Bulk. And then he goes to point to Solomon. Yeah, I still don't know what your deal is.
None of us do, really. If anyone's the most secretive of the group, it's him.
It's always the fucking wizards.
You cut out there, bud.
It's always the fucking wizards.
Yeah, I'm starting to realize that, really.
What, you
Never
got
trust
something
a
against
wizard. That's
wizard?
what Mama always used to say.
He is giving like the most. Are you serious? Look.
Hey man, you like mess with the dead on a regular basis. Don't be looking at me with them judgy eyebrows.
At least the things that I mess with don't come back and start beating the shit out of me.
That has yet to be
Oh.
proven.
Give it time.
Actually, speaking of, and he has a thought, but he's going to cut that off.
Sorry.
Just say at least I have eyebrows. Hold on, pulling up his
Damn.
real fast. Q also has eyebrows.
He has eyebrows. Yes.
I did have to double check, but he does have eyebrows.
At least
Please,
I have
Semri,
both
can
my
you-
arms.
I really want to shave his eyebrows now.
Oh, no.
I want an edit of Q just without eyebrows.
Honestly, I was going the opposite direction with like those Eugene Levy eyebrows.
Give him the monobrow.
No.
But Copper is going to say, actually, that does bring up something I wanted to discuss with you, Master Solomon.
Oh, yes.
Don't sound
I'm
too
sorry.
enthused there, bud.
I've got so much work to do.
And I'm sure it will be much easier to do without a dragon hanging on your back, wondering about something, no?
Oh man, it's been 12 hours and he's already playing the dragon card.
Guys,
I
he's
guess.
working it out.
Pulls out Dragon
To
Capture
which-
Char card.
To which Ashina goes, "You're a dragon?
Oh my god, right!
Wow! I've never
Foreman.
met a dragon before."
You know what? Copper is about to say formally and says, he actually just,
Wait, shit, y'all are having this conversation in common. Fuck. Does she know the word dragon? Oh, that's a high roll. She absolutely catches on to this.
So
Oh, yeah.
Copper looks like he's about to go to say something, and then he thinks about it for a second, and he goes, "Yes, I am a mighty dragon. I am merely hiding in this form right now."
Ashina leans over to you, Lath, and goes, "I know what he said, but he sounded really cool."
Oh.
Still working on
All I
the
could
comment.
say is the fucking face that fucking Solomon's kid. Like, it is like one of these ones.
And yet he's still here.
Looking, already putting his Amazon shopping cart for a rope.
You'll just come back. Go ahead, CG.
Sorry.
But like while Ajna is freaking out with Lath, Copper is going to look on over to Solomon. Remind me, the circumstances of which you woke up. Can you tell me about them again?
Give
Welcome
me
to
just
how
a-
many times can we retell one character's backstory?
That's okay. He can do exposition for brevity on this one.
Yes.
Copper's going somewhere with this.
I will give exposition for brevity as
Everyone's
a
favorite
cantrip.
Everyone has that cantrip.
Copper just kind of like nods and goes.
Ajna is also nods only picking up maybe like every third word.
And Copper looks back to Solomon and says, "Funny how we both woke up in such a way."
It seems like everything was going to hell.
Genuinely. Sorry.
No, Q is just gonna kind of chime in. Wait, so you were in Paradigm when the big shit was going down?
And I guess anything
were.
that happened prior to that, I have no memory or recollection of.
Master Solomon, respectfully, I would like to see about restoring your memory on this.
One thing at a time.
No, we will do one thing at a time, but I will make my stance perfectly clear on this. You are very dismissive, very closed off. To a certain degree, I can respect that, but your circumstances and mine are starting to line up in a way I don't much care for. I want to work on this with you. I think there might be a common thread.
You think the two circumstances aren't isolated events? Is that what I'm hearing?
Normally, yes, but the time frame makes me think there might be something more.
As I've stated, I don't remember anything prior. So, you find something that can help jog memories like that, I'd be more than happy to. In the meanwhile, I'm focusing on the here and now.
Then by all means, what are your thoughts on the here and now?
That this entire situation is honestly, well, how do I put this? How do they? What's the common expression? This situation's completely fucked beyond all repair. In so many regards, we've got so many different angles coming at us, so many different factors, and even the single most misstep could lead to a war between two cities.
Mm-hmm.
Not to mention a civil war if things get if things go out of if things go outside of the Archangel's purview.
Well,
I'm
Once-
basing that response, by the way, solely on. I'm basing that response from Q on the idea that y'all likely kind of gave him a recap as to the conversation that occurred between you and the Duke.
Understood.
yeah.
So
Well-
if there was stuff you specifically would have left out, feel free to let me know and I can course correct.
Oh, you're fine.
I don't think so.
Well, our best bet right now is to try to gather as much information as we can within the short amount of time that we have. We have a wedding that's about to transpire. We have to figure out our best course of action to be able to apprehend our target. And hopefully have, God forbid, a backup plan. And considering our luck, a backup plan to the backup plan.
I at least can start somewhere with information after tonight. If I can, well, find one of the night owls. One I know I can consistently find. Maybe we'll have new information on Fia.
I
The
can at
other two
least-
may or may not be there.
I can at least have a few of my familiars flying around the college, taking a closer look from aerial reconnaissance. No one's going to really bat an eye at a couple birds flying around.
Not here in Blackwall.
Yeah, because nobody at the major school will notice a number of magical birds flying around.
Hmm. That is a fair point. We also have to imagine that they've got pretty solid defenses if it is a criminal hub.
No, I was being serious. Like, school trains wizards, right? As well as other
Oh,
various magic things.
that's
I'm sure
There's
those
going
fair.
to
little
be-
familiars would probably go pretty unnoticed.
Apologies, Master Q. I took that in the wrong way.
I mean, all good.
Like I said, aerial reconnaissance. They're not going to be touching down.
I think that's fair. If we are doing talking,
I did not recognize.
I'll say it.
Game. Please say it,
That's-
Copper.
Apologies, Master Q. I did not recognize your game.
He's
Oh,
he's
so-
just like me, for real, for real.
I'm full of fucking beans tonight, y'all. I don't know what the hell.
But there was back in character, Copper is going to go. If we are talking preparations, there is one of the things I wanted to do. Points to Laith. Let's do a little shopping in town. There is a powdersmith and artillerist I wish to see nearby, and I was thinking perhaps they might have some sort of distraction capabilities. They work with powder a lot, so I think they would have perhaps a smoke bomb of some sort that I could purchase.
Oh, you mean Yelana?
Ah, yes. We did meet outside her shop.
Yeah, Yelana does good work. I've known her for... years now. If you ask her real nicely, she can get you pretty much anything that involves powder or any sort of arcane techno magic mumbo jumbo. Bombs, powders, bombs that make powders, powders that make bombs.
Firearms, even.
Yeah, those two. I think there's a part of
Go
her
ahead.
who probably likes her job a little too much, but hey, gotta respect the work ethic. Here,
It does remind me.
Work ethic, Ashina.
Work ethic.
I just realized we also have to teach her how to write That's on someone else. But Simri just goes, that does remind me. And she'll just pull the vial of venom out of her bag. I need to find someone who can get close to duplicating this. This is what we found when we first entered the Vera's Hollow and the doctor's office, the hidden stash of poison.
If it's a replication, Nyria might have an idea. Though she is quite prickly. Or maybe focused? I haven't quite figured her out yet. She is an alchemist in town.
I can see. Surprising literally no one. I'm all inviting person to talk to. So Q, you're better at talking to people than me. I should probably bring you along.
Hey, you said not me.
But as we're having our pancakes, just one last thing. Is there anything else we should be looking out for? I know we needed to find a midway point along the road. Do you think that your familiars could scope that out? He said at Solomon.
I could make an attempt. Why, anything in particular you would wish for me to take a look at?
Just looking for a halfway point. That's it.
If you give me a little bit of time, I could probably, with enough aerial reconnaissance, I might be able to map out also some extra routes. See potential choke points, hazard areas. Maybe some stash spot areas in case we need.
If the boys are out tonight, I can find at least one maybe good smuggling route we could use.
Why not the cemetery?
Everyone goes,
I know, but hear me out. Rook's abandoned the place, right?
Supposedly.
Supposedly.
For now.
We know that the Blackwatch have all but cleared that place out. I really doubt anyone's gonna be there, and it's big enough to hide everyone. It's got and he kind of gestures vaguely at you, Solomon. Like choke points and whatever all the fuck you were just saying was, but it can be fortified if it needs to be. It's a place to hide out where no one would expect to find us compared to, our homes that we return to each and every day. Neutral points that are well known by hundreds, if not thousands of people. It's a place that is familiar to us that no one would think to look. Sorry, I say us. I haven't been there, but you guys.
I was
I'm just
thinking
saying
about it.
there are
eh?
worse ideas.
Yeah, what's
I will-
ideas?
There are worse ideas, and I was thinking about bringing it up. I just
And that way you don't have to worry about getting back into the city to even get to your rendezvous point.
That part I really enjoy.
yeah.
I think that's an excellent idea.
So just go ahead, commence with the operation, and then we'll just meet up at the cemetery.
Yes, that should be, and then I'll bring Fia there, and then move on from there. Oh, I suppose we should. Yeah, you know what? Never mind. I'm gonna rewind that. That's above game stuff.
Oh, okay.
And your, I hate to say the term, your daughter, pointing at you, Copper. She's got the hookup with the Blackwatch, right? She could probably get the place cleared out from any prying eyes within the Blackwatch if we really need to be that undercover.
Last resort, but yes, we could do that. You may stick with the first lieutenant, though, if it's so weird for you.
Yeah, I think I will. Him hitting you with the you don't have to tell me twice.
I think I'm going to keep the facade that we don't know each other going on, and unless we're in closed doors, I'm not going to refer to it as such. Professionalism and whatnot. But as Copper's just kind of like taking stock of everything. So if that is going to be our midway point, are there any other aspects that we need to cover? Anything we need to do? Anything before the day?
Balk and I gotta go check some records so we could assist a fellow Creed member, if that's alright with everybody else.
I just need to check up on a few personal requests.
Q kind of.
Oh.
I'd hate to do it, but I can probably see if there's a couple guys who ain't so close with the Archangels anymore. Might be able to give us a little more intel. I can't promise much, but I mean, I can snoop around.
That would be fantastic. The sooner I can start planning on routes on the inside, the better. Or the outside. Trying to think if I have anything else.
Don't forget you're spending time with Ajana.
Yes. I'm just trying to think if I had anything else to like bring up for the group chat and the planning of plans. I don't think so.
Oh, I wasn't real on push to talk.
Oh.
I think that means we can move on to our individual tasks.
Yeah.
Though before that, River, I'm going to send you a DM.
I've already sent River the DM as to what you are wondering about. Because I believe I know, but I am wanting to make sure before I reply to what you sent me.
Okay.
We scatter.
I mean, Pact would definitely help clean up first before dispersing.
Yeah.
Sure.
being a polite guest.
Yes.
Gotta set good examples for the baby.
For Ajna. The baby.
The baby. Okay, thank you, River. That's what I thought, but I wanted to make sure.
All right then. One last thing before we head out. Then, just a small aside. And he'll say at the table, Master Lath, by the way, a friend of mine had some information that they passed along to me regarding your Rigor Petrovich situation. If you want to discuss that at a later time, I can assist you.
Q speaks up. Who?
Don't worry about it. It's personal stuff. But actually, I shouldn't say that. I'm not the person in charge here. I rewind. I take it back.
One of the reasons I was sent here. Sorry, I'm actually now trying to scroll through my notes.
Summary just goes, oh yeah, I completely forgot about them. Wow. Okay.
A lot happened at that time.
His name is in the Hoomps list, right?
I believe so. But feel free to double check.
Pretty early on. Yes, it is. Okay. Now I have to see what I put in my notes. Nothing, because I was dumb and I forgot to write that down. Fuck.
Oh, don't worry. I had to jump all the way to my message to find...
Because with everything going on, I couldn't find it.
Oh, this is a name that's come up a couple times, but with everything going on, there has not been many other opportunities to really touch on it, so don't you worry.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because, like, even Brain
That
can't
was
pull
a
anything up
fucking-
right now.
That was a search. I'm supposed to be finding someone named Rhaegar Petrovic?
Rieger.
Rieger. Got that Rieger. Regurgitate.
Regurgitate.
He was part of the Hellfire Assembly.
No shit. And why you think he's here in Blackwall?
I'm not sure if what... I'm not sure what was led to believe that he was here. I wasn't told those specifics.
Well, just a quick aside from my contact. Just real quick, because obviously this is not our prerogative at the moment, but I fear that focusing too much on the future, I would forget to. If they are here, they have most certainly changed their name. It's likely that they have changed their face as well, and if they are here, they have been here a while and are very confident in their cover. So, if and when we continue the search, it's going to be quite a look, as you would say.
Of game, I'm putting together why there's belief that he's here now.
Ah.
Also, Simri is in the mental link going to exposition for brevity. The parts of her backstory that she told everyone before.
One more time, the parts of her backstory that what?
No. That we talked about that were dropped before we went to go find Rook, technically. And, why the Hellfire Assembly is kind of fucked to the entire group.
Yes.
Yes. You would be correct, River.
It is no small is within no stretch of the imagination that everyone in the party would be within the Sanguine Guard, oh my god, would be familiar with the Hellfire Assembly and the all that.
Yeah. That was all that Copper had, so if we wanted to move on to absconding, we can. I just wanted to get that off my chest before things got crazy again.
Yeah. Oh. Yes. We go to do all of our tasks.
Yes.
Before that, is Semri sticking within the copper piece for this? For this day?
I think, like I said, the only thing she really needs to do up until tonight is find somebody who can replicate the Rook's poison. But that could be done, honestly, like, probably a couple hours before she closes.
Okay, because, like, Pact would definitely ask Semri to kind of keep an eye on Ajna if, while he and Bulk are out, since Semri seems to want to help. Yeah, well, it's help as well as tutor, since Semri's been, like, the forerunner of having her learn Common.
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay.
And keep teaching her. And also, do you think before I have to leave, do you think I could finish for her tart?
Yeah, I would say finishing the book would take a little bit of time. I'd say you could finish it up within an hour, honestly.
Nice. Now Ajna has her book of words. Her baby dictionary.
Yes.
And Semri's hand is cramped because she had to write really small.
Alrighty.
Two errands.
Before errands, just clarifying one more time. Does anyone else have
any sort of final things that they want to cover while you guys are all here together?
9.
Nope.
Kinda.
No.
Okay. Alrighty, my friends. So. I'm looking at our time. It's about 10:30. And I would hate to start getting into all the individual things that people want to do. And us not being able to... maybe not finish it out is what I'm looking for, but not be able to give everyone an opportunity to do things. So I kind of want to get a general overview of, do we want to continue on a bit longer and kind of knock some things out, or do we want to go ahead and wrap a little early? I'm fine with whatever. I just want group consensus first.
I wouldn't mind
I'm
wrapping up a
going.
little bit early.
Same.
I wouldn't mind if we did like PAX fight and then calling it.
That's
Pac-
not until the 26th.
Yes, PAX fight is
Yeah,
on
it's
the
after.
26th.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
That way, this would give us a little bit of time to kind of just get prepared for our future personal events.
This would give you
Yeah.
more time to come up with things that you may or may not want to do during your downtime. So, I agree.
Okay.
I'm already pretty put together for what I want to do, but I'm fine with just because I do like to have everything in one episode.
Yes.
Okay, that's fair.
Okay. Then, my friends, we will go ahead and call things a little early tonight. Oh, a little bit of a shorter session, but no problem there. Thank you all for joining us tonight. Alrighty. So, with all that being said, let's go ahead and we'll send it on around the table. Let's go ahead and start with I'll roll for us for tonight. Let's start with Joseph. Joseph.
Sorry, I was finishing up notes. I was trying to do important shit. My wife literally yelled in my mom's house, "Hey Joe, would you like to eat this cookie?" And I didn't know how to, and I could not recover from that. River, go.
That's me. You can find me over at twitch.tv/WickedRiver97. I'm probably gonna try to come back. I've just been busy as fuck. Life is fuck.
Man,
Correct.
ain't that the fucking truth?
Bun go.
Hello, I am the Bun, the Flustered Bun. You can find me at places like Blue Sky Ko-Fi, where I post my dice and art commissions. I specialize with digital art with D&D characters, the D&D characters that you see on screen. You can also find me Tuesday for a continuation of Death to Zarael, where I play Satara, whose name I definitely didn't try and almost say several times while saying Semri tonight. Who is a significantly more lighthearted and fun character than Semri. But that's me. Punk.
Me.
Yes.
I'm the punk-haired dog. I play Bach. Sorry, he didn't have he's not smart. This is a politics-based episode.
He nice
See?
smart.
No, so he sat on the back burner today, but big man, big heart. I'm hopefully back on schedule for Tuesday, Woosday, date everything. 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, Tuesdays. This me. Who else is it Tart now?
J Froster CG.
Frost?
Hey, Frost.
Hello, everyone. Twitch, Twitter, JFrost747. Not really streaming as much due to life just being bleh, and work is being a butt now that I'm working basically 50 to 60 hours. But it's all worth it because
Yippee.
I have little baby Riley I come home to, and I love my child, and I love my spouse.
I'm with you on that 50-hour shrine. Jesus Christ, it's tiring.
Oh yeah. But you'll find me here on this amazing channel with all these wonderful, wonderful beings. You'll find me on some other people's channels when time comes. And yeah, that's basically it for me. CG.
Hi, I'm the CG. You can find me here in 2 days for the continuation of the Death to Zariel. We're very busy with the whole Death to Zariel thing, twice in a week span. We're working overtime to take her out. That's more or less it for me. Tarko.
We got to meet Karlak.
We did get to see Karlak. That was fun.
Indeed. Alrighty. Well, hello, guys, gals, and non-binary pals. My name is Farting Tart. Thank you all for joining us tonight. Sorry for us starting up a little bit late, and also sorry for us ending off a little early. But thank you all for being here regardless. My name is Farting Tart. I am your humble Dumble Master, and I am also occasionally on twitch.tv/Farting Tart, where I am a variety dog tuber, where tomorrow at 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, the semifinal round of the Uno tournament begins. It's going to be 2 games. It's going to be a good time. That's kind of all I got at the moment. We just last night started our regular venture into learning Bloodborne speed running as part of a charity with the Firekeepers. So that's exciting.
Yippee, more Bloodborne for me.
Yippee! I learned how to run fast. I got to see a bunch of He Who Funny graphical errors. And also, I'm learning how to fight Gascoigne in what currently feels like a harder manner than normal. But that's neither here nor there. But yes, that is me. As previously mentioned, even though we just had a session of it this past Wednesday, our regular session for Death to Zariel is going to be coming up this upcoming Tuesday, so 2 days from now. We are getting dangerously close to the end of that game, so make sure to tune in for that. But until then, we're gonna raid Wiley, because Wiley is doing archipelagos, and Wiley is in them there Death to Zariels. So go show him some love, let him know who sent you. We will be back again in another 7 days, 1 week, for your next episode 30 of Sins of the Blood. Thank you all for joining us. We love you all so very much. And remember, as always, Black Lives Matter, trans rights, and human rights. You're loved, you're valid. If no one's told you today, you fucking matter. We love you all. We'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.
Boy.
Bye.